You're mad. I'm back.
Hey everybody, welcome to the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel, where we talk about some of the hottest topics in music, entertainment, and even reality TV. You know, we also talk about some lifestyle things, and nothing means more about lifestyle than a breakup. I spoke about this breakup early this morning in regards to Saweetie and Quavo. If you've been following these two for quite some time, they're part of hip hop royalty, I should say. You know, look, I might be exaggerating just a tad. However, they definitely have a big name in hip hop, and they were one of the big couples that people were like, "Oh, okay, I see what's happening here." Power couples. That's a good couple of words for them. Well, apparently, Saweetie unfollowed Quavo first, and then Quavo eventually unfollowed her. But now Saweetie is speaking out. But before we get into the story, because I know you guys want to know the story. Before we get into that, make sure if you're following and watching me on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notification button so you never miss out when we go live, because we've been going live every day this week, y'all. I don't know how I'm keeping up. I stopped by Up and Adam earlier today. Then I stopped by Sherelle's World. Those are my people. Make sure you go and check out those videos and support them. Whew. And if you missed out on the recaps that I showed this week, I recapped The Real Housewives of Atlanta, The Real Housewives of New Jersey, The Real Housewives of Dallas. I also recapped Married to Medicine. I spoke about 90 Day Fiance. All of those videos are available on the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel. And if you're on my Facebook fan page, they're available there as well, but you might be missing out on some exclusive content that we have on the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel. Like I spoke about the basketball wives and the colorism accusations. All of that is available on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like those videos as well and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out when you look. Breaking news happens in the middle of the night. I went live at midnight on Saturday talking about the Kirk Franklin story, and the Kirk Franklin story, that is getting bigger and bigger. And I'm just going to say this about the Kirk Franklin story. I get it. Everyone's like, well, that's how we grew up. That's how Black parents talk. He's Christian. He's human. I agree with all of that. But let me tell you this thing. There is more to the story on both sides that we don't know about. And I'm a little concerned. And I had this uneasy feeling seeing the interview that Kirk Franklin did with Tamron Hall this past week. There's more to the story. I don't want to report on that just yet as I do a little bit more digging. But let's jump into this Saweetie story, just because I want to talk about this. And normally, I really haven't been following this couple like that. I'm not going to sit here and act like I've been a fan of this couple when I really haven't been a fan of the couple. Just saying. Gabrielle says the mother spoke out in regards to the Kirk Franklin and Carry On story. I did see that. A few things came out in regards to that, and I'm just like, I'm gonna keep digging before I finally do a video on it. But let's talk about this story. Saweetie and Quavo are officially over. She confirmed on her Twitter today, and this is what she said in her tweet. First of all, she said, I'm single. She confirmed, I'm single. Matter of fact, I think you guys want to see the tweet. So let me just call up this tweet so you guys can see what exactly Saweetie said. I apologize that I didn't have this already set up for you guys. It is what it is. Let me just call this stuff up for you so you're able to see. Okay, there we go. We'll call that. And hey, to my TikTok fam, head on over to the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel, or you can watch us on the KEMPIRE Facebook fan page as well. So this was the first one of the tweets that she mentioned in regards to her being single. She confirmed. You know, people were speculating this morning that they saw, I don't know who's following these celebrities and noticing that they've unfollowed each other. I barely know someone unfollows me, never mind someone else's business. But look, I'm thankful for you guys because that's how I get the tea. So Saweetie said this on Twitter. She says, I'm single. I've endured too much betrayal and hurt behind the scenes for a false narrative to be circulating that degrades my character. Presents don't band-aid scars, and the love isn't real when the intimacy is given to other women. So, okay, let's break this down. First of all, she says I'm single, so it confirms the breakup. We're confirming the breakup. Then she says, I've endured too much betrayal and hurt behind the scenes for a false narrative. I don't know what false narrative she's talking about, but maybe she's hearing things behind the scenes. Maybe she's seeing what you guys are saying on social media. Oh, they broke up because all she wants is material things. And then she goes into saying this: presents don't band-aid scars, and the love isn't real when the intimacy is given to other women. So that says to me that she's alluding or alleging that Quavo cheated on her. I mean, anyone shocked? Look, anyone shocked? I mean, I thought they had a good thing. Ronald says she won a bigger bag. See, Ronald, I think her message was to you. I think her message was to you on all, but a lot of people have been saying the same thing that you've been saying in regards to that. But she didn't stop there in regards to what she was saying on her Twitter. She also said this. I'll share this tweet as well. She said, I'm emotionally checked out. I emotionally checked out a long time ago and have walked away with a deep sense of peace and freedom. Excited for this new chapter of elevation. So I'm wondering, when did this breakup actually happen? Did it happen a while ago? You may recall she was on this podcast and her ex was on it too at the same time, which was interesting. It was very awkward to watch. Where I like the way that Saweetie talks though. Saweetie talks in such a way that's why a lot of girls connect with her, because she can be savage in a way that is just very sweet at the same time. So one of the things she said in this interview, she was like, I don't like a liar. And then I forgot what the particular instance was. She just, not that she alluded, she basically said, why am I buying you gifts as a man? And a lot of girls like that talk. Honestly, I keyed from watching it. I enjoy watching her. I'm not a big fan of the music. I like some of the songs that are popular, but I'm not a huge fan of Saweetie. Like, I don't know if Saweetie chapter and verse. I do know that she's been dating Quavo allegedly since 2018, but they didn't go Instagram official until 2019. That's almost 2 years of them being together, y'all. Even more if the rumors were true from back in 2018. Simply Simone says, the narrative is that she disrespected Quavo by doing an interview on a podcast where her ex, Justin Combs, is a guest host. And that is the interview that I was telling you about just a moment ago. That makes sense to me. That makes sense. I mean, I was a little uncomfortable too with some of the things that she was saying, and her ex is right there. And maybe that's why she's saying I emotionally checked out a long time ago. She's also alleging a cheating situation. I don't know. Gabrielle saying Saweetie dated Justin. I vaguely remember that, but I've always heard things about Justin. I'm not going to get into it. Look, I'm not going to get into it. But I mean, and I wonder, did Justin cheat on her allegedly? I don't know. Are you guys sad to see this couple break up though? Are you guys sad to see this couple break up? I don't know if I'm sad to see this couple break up. I'm going to copy so if you guys want to call in and share your thoughts, I'm going to share the link. Hey, TikTok, head on over to the YouTube channel, KEMPIRE Daily. Come on in and share your thoughts. I'm also live on the KEMPIRE Facebook fan page, and I'm also live on my Twitch. Yes, I've joined the world, and I've been a part of Twitch. I just haven't really been there. Look, there, paying attention. So if you want to call in and share your thoughts on this hot topic, I would love to hear from you guys. And don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching on the Facebook, hit like on the video. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out. Hey, Daisha, what's going on? Audrey, I see you in there. Audrey says, Audrey in true form, says, I'm not sad. I always thought she could do better. You guys really don't like Quavo? I don't really know Quavo enough not to like him. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't know too much about Quavo. I do remember rumors about him and Nicki dating at one point, but I think they just flirted. Maybe they smashed. I don't know. We don't know for sure. But they never went like official, right? I don't remember her ever really claiming him. I don't know. But Quavo has responded. Did you guys know that much? Look, we're getting minute by minute. Quavo broke his silence over the split, and this is what he said in response to what... Oh, wait, let me just backtrack a little bit. So a source, and this is coming from TMZ, a source close to the couple tells us Quavo is upset by the split and did nothing but love and support Saweetie. We're told, however, he was recently angry that Saweetie hopped on Justin Cohn's podcast because JC and Saweetie used to date, because he felt she only did it to be disrespectful. But why was she being disrespectful? What did she find out? And Saweetie seems like the type, y'all, to be that sort of catty. You're like, oh, I'll go on your podcast. She seems like the type, which is okay with me. I love that level of petty. Yes, Lonnie, he is a member of the Migos. Look at me knowing things. That's the only reason why I know the Migos is not because of the music. I'm not a huge fan of the Migos music. I mean, I know of the music because I'm in the industry. However, it's the relationships that really got me familiar with knowing who each person is, though. Like, I know who Quavo is, and I know what's Cardi's husband's name again? See? Look. Offset. I didn't even have to look. No, y'all don't have to say it anymore. I already said it. His name is Offset. Audrey says, men hate when you match their energy. Oof. Daisha says he was holding her back. Daisha also said he a cheater and has been out with other females. Well, okay, let's read what Quavo says in regards to the split. So a source to the couple's already said this is part of the reason why Quavo was very upset, but he's spoken out. He broke his silence around 3:28 Pacific, so that was just not too long ago. He said this: I had love for you and disappointed you did all that. You are not the woman I thought you were. I wish you nothing but the best. You know what? That is some man speak. What do you guys think about what his first of all, I'm just trying to make sense of what he said at first. I'm like, I had love for you and disappointed you did all that. You are not the woman I thought you were. I wish you nothing but the best. That's the line. I've heard so many guys say that before when they really don't wish you the best. They don't wish you the best. They wish you the worst. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. It never really seemed like she was truly into him. I think she dated him in the beginning to become more well-known. I mean, a lot of people were alleging at the time, you know, how the relationship Cardi had with Offset, people said that was sort of help, elevate her profile as well. But then people were saying that the record label was trying to facilitate a similar situation with Saweetie and Quavo to elevate her. That I remember hearing that. They're going to be back together by the beginning of April. Watch. Damn. He didn't love her. He had love for her. That's a mess. The connect the dots with the celebrity relationships are just messy. Well, and that's the thing. I'm just sort of like, honestly, Gabrielle, I don't think that they will be back together, because one thing about their relationship that I can appreciate, we didn't really see a lot of back and forth, and they've been dating allegedly since 2018. And we didn't really see a lot of breaking up and making up, and maybe they did behind the scenes. I just feel like the fact that it's now public and they're making statements about them breaking up, it says to me that this might be really over. And look, I bet Saweetie's DMs are flooded. Someone in the TikTok chat said someone is gonna come out with an album. Might be. Ronald says he will have a new girl by April. He probably has a new girl already. Love and Hip Hop helped Cardi B be famous. Daisha, I gotta disagree with that. We have to remember when Cardi B went on Love and Hip Hop, she already had Instagram fame. She was already, I think, like almost probably near 1 million followers on Instagram, and that was part of the reason why people kind of knew who she was before she got on Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop helped her a little bit, but her getting off of Love and Hip Hop before she really broke, like Cardi really is. She's just one of those stories that it's sort of like it's a once in a lifetime moment kind of thing that happens. But let me get Simone up on here. Simone, what's going on? Long time.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm tired because you already know what I've been doing all evening. First of all, Simone, you always have great feedback. And I want to hear your thoughts on this particular hot topic.
All right. So with Saweetie and Quavo, I feel like it started as PR, but it eventually got to a relationship because even though like it's 2021, people still do PR relationships. Some of them, they stay PR. Some of them, they go past PR. I
have a baby.
Oh, yeah. That too. I think with Saweetie and Quavo, this was a problem that kind of festered for a minute, and she probably was putting up with it, probably forgave him, and I think the interview that she did with her ex Justin was kind of the breaking point because he said he was upset about it, and I think she was pretty much tired of it because people saw on Instagram that she unfollowed Quavo first, but Quavo was still following her.
Mm-hmm. I always wonder when we hear those news about people unfollowing each other, I'm like, who is like monitoring this stuff?
I don't know. It's the stands and like the blogs, like the Shade Room, watching all these different people that unfollowing each other is like the first indicator, like in this generation of, oh, they must have broken up.
I honestly, I mean, and they want the public to know because they know people are looking at these. This is not a new occurrence that people are reporting on people unfollowing each other. So the fact when people do that, they want us to know that there's smoke.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Saweetie was the first one to basically say, "Hey, I'm single," and she laid it out on the table, basically saying that she's put up with a lot. He basically got her presence to get her to forgive him. It wasn't enough, and she was tired of it. And now he's coming out saying, "Oh, well, I don't speak of my personal life, but I thought you'd be more mature." It's that little bit of gaslighting, to say, "Yep, he cheated, he did it."
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm on Saweetie's side. Not that they're asking what side I'm on. What side are you on, Simone?
I am on the side of not putting up with trash men because really, I think she would have followed the same way Cardi did with Offset and just staying for the sake of it. But they don't have a baby. They're not married. Migos hasn't had a hit in like 3 years, so she really has no reason to stay. That's the honest truth. When's the last time they were on Billboard?
Oh, they're gonna come for you, Simone. No, you bring up some very good points. I think it may have started as a industry relationship, and obviously it turned into something else. But at the same time, I'm actually surprised that they were able to keep this relationship together without a lot of drama beforehand. Like with Cardi's still with Offset, and they've had drama. They've threatened divorces. They've started divorces. But like you said, she has a child with him, so maybe that's why she's a little bit more invested. But I don't think the drama around Cardi and Offset is over.
Oh yeah, it's never gonna be over. It's never gonna be over. It's only like low right now because we're in a pandemic and not a lot can be done in a pandemic. However, we've seen people cheat in a pandemic before, hence this breakup.
Ronald says all his homies male hosts, so yeah. I mean that's the thing too. That's why I always looked at Saweetie's and Quavo's relationship with like, oh, even though Offset's a hot mess, Quavo seems to be put together, but maybe he just does his dirt better than Offset.
I mean, when you look at it, I mean, when the group started, they had Quavo as the Beyonce of the group. They wanted to put him center stage. When Offset got with Cardi, it gave more attention to Offset, and not a lot of people paid attention to Quavo. Then him and Saweetie got together. You never heard about mess with them, and they always put up the front of the perfect relationship of social media. When we all know, not everything is picture perfect outside of Instagram.
Not at all. Not at all. I don't know. I saw the story, and I honestly, like I said, I don't really pay attention to Saweetie and Quavo. I just kind of know that they're there. But when I heard of the breakup, then I heard that she was responding and confirming the breakup, and now he's responded. For those that are just joining us, Saweetie and Quavo are officially over. They have confirmed it. She confirmed it on her Twitter saying, I'm single, period. Then Quavo responded a couple hours later and saying, I had love for you and disappointed you did all that. You are not the woman I thought you were. I wish you nothing but the best. You know he doesn't wish her the best.
That's that cheater gaslighting. That's the cheater gaslighting that made them think they were in the wrong, even though she was just telling it like it is. Because when you think about it, they're mostly private. I mean, yeah, they're on social media, but they're mostly private with whatever's going on. Like, we never heard about them having like any beefs. You never see them go back and forth on social media, on Twitter. They're pretty private when it comes to like any like squabbles. They didn't let it get on the social media.
And I have to say, I was very impressed with that. Some people are alleging that maybe one of them are going to be releasing new music, a new album. Do you think it might be a publicity stunt?
I think they're gonna need more than a breakup to promote an album. Ooh. Because really, and you know, there's just no shade to Saweetie, but she's like the cover rapper. She's labeled the cover rapper. Anything she puts on a single, it's a sample. Her last 3 hits were sample songs.
I mean, when you're telling the truth, you're telling the truth. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I've heard that. Like I said, I don't really follow Saweetie's music like that. I'll follow like a hit, and I'm like, oh, and I'm like, who's this? Oh, Saweetie or Saweetie? Oh wait, no, Saweetie. Okay. I mean, I think I like. You know what I like from Saweetie? I like her commentary more than I really enjoy the music. I feel like she's so much fun, and I can see why girls gravitate towards her.
Yeah, she's relatable. She's very relatable to a lot of people because she started her rapping career while she was still in school. She graduated. She's always telling girls she's basically more genuine because a lot of younger girls, they're about like the hustle and get a bag generation, basically just to be like a follower of the men. She is somebody that's like, get your bag on your own. Don't waste your time on trash ass men. She's one of those examples that a lot of women kind of like needed it back then, but we kind of have it like right now.
Do you think, because I know one of the scandals that she was involved in was talking about her Birkin bags, and I know Quavo bought her a lot of Birkin bags. Do you give back these Birkin bags?
No, those are gifts to me. Like, unless I don't know how Birkin bags work. I don't know if you get it in someone's name or your name, but if he bought him the Birkin bags, what's the point of giving them back? It ain't like you can return them and get the money back.
But could you return them? Because they say Birkins are like, it's like an investment.
Yeah, they're like investment. Like the investing in a Birkin, it goes up in value. So I don't know how it works. I don't know how the process is with getting a Birkin bag. I just know there's a process to getting one because there's like a limited amount.
I'm not even I think they're the ugliest bags. However, people love them. Daisha says he didn't buy all her. I didn't say he bought all the bags, but he did buy her a couple. So I'm like, do you give them back? I mean, as a power move, just to be petty, I would send them back.
I mean, if he wants the Birkin bags back, he can give her back the card that she gave him for his birthday.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yep.
I mean, I'm that level of petty because I want people to know, like, yeah, you gave me these things, but I don't need these things. I can get these things on my own. That's just my level of petty.
I mean, she can do that, but at the same time, you got to remember, she got him stuff too. So if she's sending some back, she has every right to ask for the stuff that she gave him We don't know if the car is in either one of their names.
This is very true. Leah says Saweetie was trying to be sarcastic towards those guys that asked her those dumb questions. They were rude. I definitely got the shade that she was throwing at them during that interview.
Those questions were like really awkward to ask.
Look where it's coming from.
I really don't know. And the thing is, like, people barely remember that her and Justin even dated.
I know.
Because like the connect the dots with like Saweetie's like dating history is like crazy, because before she got with Quavo, she was with Keith Powers, and Keith Powers, who's with Ryan Destiny, was actually with Justin's brother Quincy for a little while when they were shooting Star. And before she got with Keith, she got with Justin. I told you to connect the dots is crazy.
I didn't even know all of that, Simone. You know, I can't keep up with all these people and who they slept with or allegedly.
Listen, I do not. Honestly, I find out from just people in the shade room. Literally, I find this out from people who watch these shows. I did not know they were dating until I watched Impressive TV, and you see them do videos on different couples, and then you connect the dots. I was like, oh, wait. She dated him. He dated her. She dated his brother. I'm like, y'all just be interconnecting weird.
Audrey says, I didn't know she dated Justin until a few minutes ago. Wait, hold on. Daisha says, I think it was only 2-3 months, not a full 6 months.
It might be that, because they
didn't even date that long. I wonder if because he seemed like he was in his feelings when she was talking during that podcast.
It seemed like it when she was getting asked about like her and her relationship, how she treats her man, and her being loyal to cancer, and him describing how cancers are loyal. I'm just like, this is kind of awkward.
It was awkward to watch. I was like,
it was really awkward to watch.
And then I've heard rumors about Justin and other things, so we'll move on. Leah says,
wait, you cannot just say
Leah says some other YouTuber said, hold on, Simone. So Leah says some other YouTuber said Saweetie was just sleeping with Justin Combs and they were showing up to events with one another. I believe this last part of that. I believe they weren't sleeping together and they were just showing up to events for one another, sort of clout chasing for each other.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's one of Diddy's sons. I mean, who wouldn't try to clout chase?
But also, you know, it wasn't a bad look for him. She was a beautiful girl, even though she didn't have a name during that time. She was a beautiful girl, and she was a girl. So,
Cam, don't get me started, because we've heard the rumors about his daddy.
And moving right along, if you're just joining us, don't forget to hit the like button on this video. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, because we go live randomly all the time. My girl Simone dropped by to say hello. I just was talking with Simone on Sherelle's World. If you haven't checked out those videos that I dropped by Sherelle's, I don't know how many times this week, probably like 3 or 4 times already this week. Look, I love my YouTube family. Be sure to support them as well. We've been talking about the Saweetie story, and I want to continue the conversation. If you want to call in, I'm going to post the link because I want to hear what the ladies have to say. And if you guys want to call in and share your thoughts, if you have Quavo's back on this one, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. I don't know if people have Quavo's back, but Quavo, I didn't like how Quavo responded to that because I felt like that was such a typical guy response. And mind you, her tweet, it wasn't even directed at him. His response was directed at her. I had love for you and disappointed you did all that. Did all what? You are not the woman I thought you were. I wish you nothing but that's the part why do I feel triggered by that statement? Am I the only one that feels triggered?
No, you're not the only one. It's because I think she has been someone that has been loyal for that long and kind of has stayed in her place in a sense. And her basically speaking on it first and not giving too much details, but giving details as to why the relationship ended. That kind of maybe did like a dig at his ego. I don't know.
I think so. And I love the way she did it because to me it was classy. If you're just joining us, this was Saweetie's statement on social media. She said, I'm single, period. I've endured too much betrayal and hurt behind the scenes for a false narrative to be circulating that degrades my character. Presents don't band-aid scars, and the love isn't real when the intimacy is given to other women. That sounds to me that she's alluding that he's cheating or has cheated.
That's a direct indicator that there is some cheating involved.
And I love the way she did it. To me, whoever's her PR, I mean, Saweetie's made some really great moves since she's come onto the scene. She really hasn't had a messy popularity situation.
Oh yeah, she really hasn't. Compared to the other girls that have come out like along with her with this like new wave of rappers, she's really one of the few that hasn't really had like a mess up.
Besides, the cover rapper thing.
Oh yeah.
So Leah says Saweetie needs to be careful what she says, to be honest, in the media, because other men are going to view her in a negative way. Saweetie may not care. Based on what I've seen with Saweetie.
I already view her in a negative way with the whole Birkin bags.
Yeah, I feel like she's not going to be fazed by what other men think. Trust and believe, Saweetie's DMs right now are flooded.
Absolutely.
I'm tempted to go slide into DMs, and I'm not even interested in girls.
Oh, absolutely. Once like someone who was with like a previous famous rapper or an NBA player or anyone of like any high stature is single, those men are going to run to the DMs. Even guys who they are friends with, who they are cool with, who they worked with, they'll slide into DMs.
They are terrible. On my TikTok, Chera says Twitter has been chewing Quavo up.
Oh yeah, they have.
They always do though. Look,
like I said, anytime one of these rappers lose one of these women, they will eat them up because they're like, "How can you fumble this?"
Daisha said, "She the type of female that don't care about men's feelings. You hurt her, she hurt you back." And I think that's why a lot of people love her. She's so empowering how she did it and spoke it well. I agree, Daisha.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't be surprised if you see her pop up somewhere with some dude somewhere by like One Oak in LA. Don't be surprised if she pops up with somebody.
Daisha also said she may have a king in her DM trying to fly her out. Look.
Listen,
I'm not mad at that.
Listen, if she is in Miami the next couple of weeks, we might know if it's Justin. I'm just saying. I'm just
gonna post this
comment. There.
I'm just gonna post this comment. Can you see it, Simone?
Yeah, I see it.
And I'm just gonna leave it there for a second so everyone can see it. TikTok, head on over to the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel. For those that don't know, I have a new podcast episode out today. Of course, I have a podcast, KEMPIRE Radio, on all podcast platforms. Be sure to subscribe and check that out. We come out with episodes every week. A new episode, we cover hot topics like we do on here, and we cover the reality TV shows that you love, including 90 Day Fiance, Basketball Wives, The Real Housewives, all of them, except OC. I can't get into OC.
Oh, no, not OC.
No. Oh, let me take this down. This is still up. Oh my God, I lost it. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. What else Ronald got to say? She should date a good basketball player. Other dudes know she don't come cheap. Most dudes gonna skip her. Can I drop T on Quavo? Leah, drop the T.
Leah, drop the T.
We're not getting off here until you drop that T, Leah. What T?
Leah.
Look, Leah, do you want to call in? Look, let me drop the link again. Do you want to call in and share? Simone, first of all, thank you for calling in and being a part of the show and supporting.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I love it. Every time I've seen you on the other platforms as well, I'm like, oh, she gets great feedback. Not that you all don't give great feedback, but I'm just saying some people just, you're like, oh, I didn't think about it that way.
Oh, thank you.
Everyone that drop T. Yes, Audrey, drop the T. Like, I want to know.
Listen, drop T. You can call in Leah.
Look, can I drop T? Look, we're going to wait for you, Leah. Like, are you going to call in? Are you going to drop the T in the comments? Head on, hey TikTok fam, head on over to the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel. We are live. We're talking about Saweetie and Quavo breaking up, and apparently there's some Quavo tea that we need to find out. And we dropped some Justin Combs tea that you might have missed. We dropped some subliminals. Just saying. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. So according to Leah, this is all alleged. Nothing that Leah says is representative of the KEMPIRE LLC. The bodyguard of this rapper has been filming all of the times the couple has had sex with hidden cameras. The bodyguard set up around the bedroom and the various hotel bedrooms of the rappers. Wait,
Wait.
Leah, wait, hold on. Wait. Quavo, his ex Karuchi Tran, has been for the streets.
Wait a minute, because I remember Karuchi and her ex Victor broke up like January, February.
Mm-hmm.
Leah, how long has this been? Was this recent or was this earlier in the year?
Leah, can you call in?
Girl, please call in.
We need to clarify what you were saying. The bodyguard of this rapper has been filming all of the times the couple has had sex with hidden cameras. The bodyguard set up around the bedroom and the various hotel bedrooms of the rapper. Are you alleging that this was posted in 2017? And as I said to you before, Quavo and Saweetie have been reportedly dating since 2018.
Leah, are you saying that Quavo got tapes?
Oh, look. Well, if not Quavo, the bodyguard definitely got tapes of something. Oh, see, this is why this is part of the reason why I got trust issues. Because you can't even hire good help. They taping you. Did the rapper know the bodyguard was doing this? What website, Leah? Because I'm gonna have to check this out. Hey, Quintus. Wow. I see. Look, let me tell you one thing, guys. For those that are watching, we don't do this alone. I dig up tea sometimes. Sometimes tea falls in my DMs. Sometimes tea comes from other people like Leah. Look, we don't do things on our own. Hey, Lynn. I appreciate you guys being here. It's Friday night here on the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel. We're also live on the KEMPIRE on Facebook. Head on over there if you haven't liked that page as well. I will be doing exclusives there soon, just exclusive conversations. And I'm live on Twitch. Apparently, there's a whole world on Twitch that I've been a part of, but just not actively signing in.
Oh yeah, Twitch has popped off in like the last 2 years.
Isn't that connected to Amazon as well, Twitch?
What was
Or
that?
am I wrong? Or isn't that owned by Amazon or something like that? I don't even know.
I think Amazon owns a stake in it.
Okay. Oh, Ronald, I like you, Ronald. Whole rappers gone wild collections coming soon. Exclusively to OnlyFans.
Oh, geez.
Oh my goodness. Well, guys, I thank you guys being here. This was a great conversation. If you just tuned in, you'll be able to check out this video. Be sure to like this video if you haven't already. Be sure to hit the subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out when I go live. Because I've been going live randomly throughout the day and throughout the week. When the stories break, if I can get on here, I'm going to get on here and talk with you guys. So you don't want to miss that. So be sure to hit the notification bell. And be sure to check out my new podcast episode. It's called Got Receipts. Because all this week, we got receipts from Megan. We got receipts on Sharon Osbourne. We got receipts on, who else was there? There was a bunch of other people we got receipts on. So that episode had to be called Receipts. So if you're looking for more unedited KEMPIRE, be sure to subscribe to my podcast. Let me just post the link in the chat so you guys can find it. But you can also find a link in the description of this video. And we're available on most of the podcast platforms. Be sure to rate and review as well. I apologize for the promo, but look, if I don't do it for myself, who's gonna?
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Simone, where can people follow you and get more information on you? Because I think you're so interesting and such a great talker.
Yeah. Well, I do have, my YouTube page, just simply Simone. I also am on TikTok. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, same handles. That's pretty much all of it. Just been growing.
And the handle is simply Simone.
Yeah.
Perfect. Be sure to follow her, y'all. Thank you so much. It's a great Friday. I hope that hold on. When people say stuff in the Leah got more tea, can I give you some Rihanna tea? Okay. What's the Rihanna tea before we go? I love Rihanna. Hey to my TikTok fam that you guys are watching me. You guys get the behind the scenes TikTok. Behind the scenes. What's the Rihanna tea before we go? Get that. Hold on. Get that Harry Wiggins, Kirk Franklin audio of his son saying Kirk touch him. I saw that.
What?
I saw that, Ronald. Allegedly.
Wait. I'm behind. I missed a lot today. There's just so much going on.
Allegedly, I'm not going to go too much into it because I don't want you to. This is why y'all have to listen to the podcast because I talk all kinds of stuff on there. Allegedly, there's some audio where Kirk Franklin's son alleges things. I'll just say that. And that's why I say that I feel like there's more to this story than each person is saying.
This is about to expose about the whole church. This is about to shake up the gospel team. Lord.
Okay, let me see. Okay, Leah's saying this. Okay, Leah, are you subscribed? You better be subscribed, girl. Follow me on all my social media. Leah says, okay, so Fenty Beauty people were suspecting that the models were not real as they were disappearing after modeling for her brand. They would get 200,000 followers, then disappear. Leah, I'm not understanding what you're saying here. The people were suspecting that the models were not real? What do you mean? See, Lee, this is why you should have called in. One of the models for their biggest fashion lines is fake. But when you say fake, what do you mean? I need to understand. Daisha says, yes, Simone, I do like your feedback. Yeah, Simone.
Thank you, Daisha.
Be sure to follow her, Simply Simone, on all social media platforms and on YouTube. So be sure to support. I'm sure Simone will be back here to share her feedback. I just want to clarify this Rihanna tea because I'm not understanding. T.I. and Tiny gonna go to jail. So Ronald, I love your commentary as well because you say the things that I try not to say here. Kamika says it's a family issue and one person took it too far. Kirk's son likes the attention he's getting. I mean, a lot of people are saying that too. But I feel like there's more to the situation. And when my vibrations start kicking, it's usually right, y'all. It's usually right. That's why I have not reported further on the story. When the story of Kirk Franklin and that audio came out, I just released that audio. When I watched the Kirk Franklin interview on Tamron Hall this week, I was just like this.
I think the son is very reactionary because the tea that y'all just dropped in here, this was after his Tamron Hall interview. So I feel like the more Kirk speaks out, the more son is going to drop information. So I think it's just going to keep going and going because the son is trying to take out his dad at this point.
Leah says there are no videos of her. There are no interactions with other people online. She is the figment of the imagination of her creator. And so she really means that they're fake, Simone. Oh. And then bought and paid for it by the fashion line. You may recall with Rihanna's fashion line, not Fenty Beauty, but the House of Fenty, that has been put on pause. Mm-hmm. It might be going away. However, I think it's partially because it wasn't making the money. But I felt like Fenty Beauty was doing well. But according to Leah, allegedly, that a lot, I guess the models, the influencers are not real people. I got to dig into this.
I think the models on the website, because almost everybody that has more than 500K is a Fenty Savage ambassador.
Yeah. I know Megan Thee Stallion's real. I mean, I'm going to look into it, y'all. Look, sometimes we get tea in the middle of other tea. If you just
if you're going to look up what's going on with Fashion Nova right now.
Uh-oh.
Because there's been some stuff popping around Atlanta regarding Fashion Nova.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna need to speak and look into that. Fashion. Yeah. I can't look. I don't shop at Fashion Nova, so I didn't even know they were still around. But apparently they are. Apparently, Simone, thank you so much for being here. Be sure to DM me your information so I can include it in this video so people can follow you as well.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Thank you to everyone that's been in here in the chat. Thank you to my TikTok fam. I need to go eat. I haven't eaten. I've been talking about all these celebrities this entire afternoon and evening. It's Friday. Can I go have a life? Oh wait, it's a pandemic. I'm going to bed. Leah, thank you so much in the chat for the information. I appreciate you as well. As I said to you before, we do not do this alone. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out when we go live. Also, don't forget, a new episode of The KEMPIRE on KEMPIRE Radio is available on all podcast platforms. Just put in KEMPIRE. I'm sure it will come up and you will find it. The episode is called Got Receipts, Simone. We got some receipts today. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys. Who knows? It could be at midnight with another breaking story. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys later.